Welcome back to the Siren Sessions, a show where we talk openly about sensual embodiment, pleasure, and purpose. Today, we have a special guest. Her name is Sydney, and I'm so excited to have her.
I'm so excited to be here with you.
Yes.
Like, this brings back so many memories to me, honestly.
Does it?
Yes. Hey, y'all. It's Sydney from Temptation Island Season 2. I'm 25, and I'm so happy to be here.
So how do we know you?
So I first met Miss Natt Nyah at Season 2 of Temptation Island. And, I was going into this date. I didn't know what was going on. And I walked into this beautiful space, a great energy, and a beautiful person. And I'm really so glad that I met you in that experience, because I was going through a lot of trauma, relationship issues, and personal growth that I am so glad that I got to experience with you and take a deeper dive into my sensual side.
I love that so much. I'm so glad I met you too. I felt like it was the perfect timing. Yeah. So tell me a little bit more about how you were feeling walking into that situation. Where was your mind at?
Yeah. Walking into that date, like I said, I didn't know what exactly we were going to do, but on the outside of it, it was like a dance studio. I was like, okay, maybe we'll do like a salsa or like a dance. So I was like, we've kind of already done that, because that was like our second date. So I was like, I don't know what this is really going to look like, but I was really nervous. I danced when I was younger, and I think I shared that with you a little bit.
Yes, you did, yeah.
I danced when I was younger, but being grown, like even going like to clubs, parties, bars, anything like that, I'm not really a dancer. Like, I don't really dance. I don't dance with guys. Like, I might like do a little bop, a little two-step.
Okay.
A little two-step or something. But it's just like, when it comes to, dancing and being free with my body, that's not something that I've really been in. I don't know. Like, that's not something that I've been like in. It's not something I've been personal with.
Yeah.
And it's something that I've wanted to be. And I feel like that experience with you really let me like let loose and like understand like that side of myself that I've been just like pushing away.
We really did get into a few things on that date. We did.
Really did.
Yeah.
We
because
really
we
did.
had the experience with you and Xavier, but then you and I also had
a one-on-one, which I love.
Yes.
And that's what really like I went back to the villa to the girls, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to tell y'all like what this experience was like, because it was so special to me. It was so personal. And going through that, and like, all the things that I was going through in my relationship and meeting myself and like learning myself again, I was like, wow, like I'm really like this beautiful person that has this whole other side that hasn't even been tapped into.
Yes.
So it's like, when you were like, okay, I see you're uncomfortable. Let's do a one-on-one. Let's just like be free with your body and go from there. It made me feel so comfortable, and it let me like accept the atmosphere that I was in. And I'm so glad that I had that experience with you specifically.
Yes. I wanted to make sure that you felt comfortable, because it is normal for anybody to walk into a session with me and be like, what's going on? I don't know. I don't know, Nat, what we doing? And, and that was no different, but I expected that. And I also welcome that, because I think that's part of the journey of like being more comfortable and like exploring your sensual self.
Exactly.
Like, it's okay to be nervous, and it's okay to feel uncomfortable, and to continue anyways and to find that flow. So when I saw you kind of be like, okay, I wanted to pull you aside and just work with you. I love working with women so much. Like, we have so much wisdom within our bodies and our spirits. So just being able to like pull it out of you and just help you, just assist you a little bit it was so fun. And then watching you like just have your aha moment right there. I was like, oh, look at her go.
Yes.
And then
I felt that.
Yeah. And then you were able to really come into yourself in that moment. And which made it easier for you to connect with your date.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I really feel like, going into that date, me and Xavier weren't physical. It was no talk about being physical.
Right.
Like, that was really like somebody that I bonded with in the villa and made me feel comfortable in talking about my past, where I wanted to be, the person that I was looking for. And I feel like being there with him, once I felt that comfort in myself, and it was like, okay, now let's come back and let's realize what we're here for, and let's try to exchange that with somebody else.
Yeah.
It was hard for me to get past that bridge, just because, you know, he was completely new, and I didn't look at him in my head in that way. But something in my mind shifted to where it was like the breaths, like, you know, it was like, okay, be on the same energy, be on the same level with somebody new.
Yeah.
And although it was nerve-wracking, I was anxious. At the end of it, I felt very calm in who I was and who I was at the villa with.
I think another element to that, as somebody who was helping and like instructing, was he was able to witness you, and he was also able to rise to that same frequency as you. And that was really beautiful to see, that you don't always get that. Like, it's sometimes there's a, you know, which is, it happens, you know, sometimes there's just not that connection. But from what I was able to see, I remember watching him watch you.
Yeah.
And, you know, he was just in awe. And I felt like that was such a beautiful thing. And I think that might have helped that flirty connection maybe happen, and be like, okay, you see me, you know, and
definitely,
and that breaks that boundary too, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like during that moment of like me doing the one-on-one with you, it was so personal to the point that he let me have my moment, and he watched it, and he like saw me in a different light than I think a lot of people have not seen me in. And it made me feel comfortable, and it made me feel like receptive to the energy and the environment that I was in, which I love that.
Yes. Oh, that's so wonderful to hear.
He was so patient with me. He was so patient. He wasn't forceful. He was a gentleman.
Yep.
You know, it was everything any girl could want, honestly, when it comes to an experience like that. It was crazy.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
Like, you really deserved that. Yeah. And more of that to come, you know,
for
in the
sure.
future.
Definitely.
And now that, you know, we've had that experience of opening that door for your sensual self, like, you can take that anywhere, you know?
Exactly.
And be able to recognize, okay, I feel sensual, I feel safe, and I can explore.
Yeah.
You know, like, and have that guilt-free feeling too, because it's that natural, raw emotion. And I think that that's a really powerful place to be.
Definitely. You know? I agree. Yeah. I don't think I could agree more, honestly.
So before this experience, being witnessed like that, is that something that hadn't happened before, or it's just been like?
Honestly, before this experience, I wouldn't say that's happened before, because for one, I've never been comfortable enough to let somebody see that side of me. For two, I've never been put in a position like that to where it's like, this is what we're doing, and we're going to experience this together. And I'm very much so a shy person. I keep to myself, especially like my sensuality, you know?
Sure.
So it's like, I don't think outside of this experience, I would have let myself really get there with somebody else. This experience has taught me so much about myself, but also about how being there for other people and being that community for other people and that support system means so much, not only in my own journey, in my own process, but just to, you know, finding myself and finding that happiness of connection and different things like that with other people.
Would you like some tea?
I would love some tea, actually.
Okay, so today our tea is strawberry, lemon, brown sugar, catnip, lemon balm. I think that's it. But yeah,
I'm excited. I love tea. I'm not a coffee drinker.
Oh, good. Yes. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so I'll pour you some.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's so warm.
Yes, it is. It's making the cup is warm.
Yeah.
It's warming my hands.
It's so good. Okay.
Period.
Cheers.
I love that. Cheers. Oh my gosh, that's good.
Needed that. Yeah, that's fantastic. I think the strawberries were muddled.
Yeah. That's really good.
Now I can actually hear like, like the rest.
I
love it.
I'm like, what is he talking about? I didn't hear it. But yeah, I feel you. This is good.
Mm.
Oh my gosh. Jesus.
Yeah, that's nice.
Okay, that's really good. I love
that. So one of the main themes for any class that I have is listening to the body.
Yes.
And so what that looks like is really paying attention to the feelings and like identifying what emotions are coming up for yourself. So I'm just wondering, how did that feel like in your body during that date?
You know, walking up into this date, I was super tense. So, and I feel like it's visible. Like when I walked in, I was very tense. I was to myself. Yes. I didn't want to touch anybody. I didn't even want to touch the mat. I looked at the mat like, ooh, that's a fire zone. So it's like I was very kept to myself and I'm very protective of myself and my peace and everything like that. Right. So when I walked in, like my mentality was, I don't even know. Like my mentality was just like, be aware of what's going on around you. But it's like once we started getting into everything and I started talking to you, it was like, okay, be aware, but be comfortable. Sure. Like I found comfortability in you and what you gave off. Like it's just an energy. It's nothing you said. It's nothing that you did specifically. It was the look in your eyes. It was the come over here, like you're okay, like it's fine, like, and I'm just like, because I'm in a completely new space that like I had never been in, and I was like a baby in that space.
Yes, I mean it was so new, and it was like, I knew you were gonna be a little nervous. I was
but I'm so glad I did it.
Yes,
like there's nothing that I would never ask for another date, and I went into the date and I was like, the girls are telling me I'm going on this date and it could possibly be this. And I'm like, oh, if it's that, I don't want to do it. I would never do that in my life. And it's like, looking back on it, I'm like relieved that it's like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I did that because it changed so much in my head mentally of the woman that I am, because it didn't even matter. It didn't even matter what the cause of the date was to be physical with Xavier. It didn't matter about that. It mattered about me finding happiness in who I was sensually, me being that woman that I wanted to be, me being like just in tune with my body.
Exactly.
It made me so happy. So walking into it, I was tense. I was uncomfortable. There were so many different things across the line that I could say, but leaving out, I was a new woman.
Wow.
And that's all I could want.
Oh my gosh, look at you. That's what I love to hear.
Yes.
And like, I just remember your movements. There was a moment where you just took a deep breath. You closed your eyes. I think I told you to close your eyes. So I was like, we're not even going to worry about what's going on.
Exactly. You were like, we're going to block out everything. We go focus on that.
Yes. Exactly. And that really created that magic. And I'm just so proud of you. I'm so proud of you for walking into something and being unsure, but taking that and just like transforming, and then also bringing that energy throughout your entire time, really on the island. Do you think that it helped for the rest of the time there?
Oh, 100%. I think that was like, it changed something in my experience to where it was like, okay, let go of the past and focus on the future of yourself and who you want to be.
Wow.
Like it was very, I don't even know how to put that into words, but it was monumental for me because I was able to accept what I was letting go of already and move forward as the person that I always wanted to be.
And hearing you say that, like, it reminds me just a lot about like my journey as well. Just finding that my sensual self and being really, really into it and being like, this is how I'm honestly feeling. And when I'm looking at this, it is so beautiful. Like I look really great. Like I feel great,
exactly.
And I'm more comfortable in my skin. It's easier for me to connect with other people. And that's like the magic of sensual embodiment. Yeah. And then yeah, better connection with whoever I'm with, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
oh,
definitely. It
mm-hmm.
was a great experience. It really was.
If you could, okay,
mm-hmm.
hold on. Okay, so question:
mm-hmm.
if your highest sensual self were
mm-hmm.
a color, what would it be?
Oh my gosh! You know what's crazy?
Mm-hmm.
If my highest sensual self was a color, it would be blue.
Oh,
so
tell me more.
I just love the light that flows from blue. You got the sky and all of the different, moods and energy and vibes and everything that just comes from it. Like right now, it's just blue flowing to yellow, and then blue flowing to pink, and blue flowing.
I don't know if y'all can see.
So many different things flow from blue. Like so many different things flow from blue. And it's the fact that that's always been, for one, my favorite color. And for two, it's something that I want to like embody in a sense of different things that come from me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like in the sense of I can be this today, I can be that tomorrow, and I can be this last week. So it's just
different shades,
different colors, and being able to embody something that's bigger but still holds everything within it.
That's stunning.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah. I love that question.
That's giving Siren energy.
I've never
the ocean. We're just like, I mean, oh my gosh. Sydney.
I love that question.
I'm going to be thinking about that for some time.
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. There's so much stuff that flows from it. Oh, love that.
You flowing, girl.
Thank you.
You are flowing. Speaking of that, why don't we do a couple embodiment?
Okay. I'm excited.
Practices, yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. Since you've already dipped your toe.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's do some more, yeah.
Let's see what comes from it.
Okay, thank you so much for coming, Sydney.
This has been great.
I just love you so much. I'm so glad we were able to meet.
I love the whole experience. I love you, the person that you are. Oh, I love everything about this. Literally.
I'm so excited for you and your journey.
Thank you.
Just watching you, it's just been a treat.
Thank you so much. Yeah. I'm excited. So excited. Since filming Temptation Island, I would say I've evolved in many different ways, not only personally, but also in my relationships. May that be friendships, family, whatever the case may be. I just feel like I have really grown as a person, and I would say opened my mind up to different opportunities and just things that I never thought possible for myself that I'm truly comfortable in now. And just in terms of communication, like there's so many different things that this show taught me in terms of talking to people that I might not usually talk to before, but now I feel like that connection in, the energy that I reciprocate from different people and seeing what that looks like. I would honestly say, since starting with the Siren flow, I have genuinely evolved in like my personal growth of wanting to get in tune with myself more than anybody else. Like, I want to be aware of who Sydney is 100% before I move forward with anybody in any different way, whether it's friends wise, sensual wise, anything like that. I want to know who I am as a person so that I feel comfortable enough stepping in uncommon space. Honestly, moving forward with my life, I really want to implement this into my Sunday reset, because this is such a good, rejuvenation for me to start my week on a positive note and with myself, in tune with myself, just in terms of understanding what I'm feeling. Like a weekly dump of just like letting all of my emotions run through my body and moving forward past them, letting what needs to be in the past stay in the past, and letting what I need to focus on with the future be my future. So I definitely want to incorporate this into my day-to-day activities. If I had any advice to give somebody that was starting off with their sensual experience or scared of getting in touch with their sensual self, I've been there. Like, I understand the fear. I understand the anxiety of doing it with somebody or doing it by yourself. But I would give you the advice of starting by yourself, doing a one-on-one, or just sitting by yourself, sitting in quiet, and just seeing where your body and your mind takes you, because there's so much out there that you have not experienced that will help you grow as a person, as an individual, and it will help you just flow throughout life in general.